Welcome to Success from Scratch, your place for innovation, creativity, and the blueprint of success from peak performers just like you. What's our intention? The intention each week is to shed light and provide a platform to share best practices and success across our JPAR teams, agents, staff, and in some cases, our preferred partners. So let's get started. Welcome to Success from Scratch, episode number 8. So glad you're joining us today, and my guest is Mindi Stange from our San Antonio market. Mindi, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Mark. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're able to make it. So how's San Antonio?
Beautiful and sunny, celebrating 300 years in San Antonio. So it's a pretty exciting year for us here.
Yeah, very exciting. I know you got the Texas flag behind you and the American flag behind it. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so tell us, what did you do before real estate?
Before real estate, I went to college at UT and I had a child development family relations degree. So I used that to be a child life specialist, a special education teacher. So more education and healthcare. Politics got into healthcare. I exited the stage and I got my interior design degree. And I did that for about 10 years before I came over to real estate.
So what brought you out of interior design into, well, speaking of that, teachers become some of the most amazing real estate agents. So you've got that background. But what brought you out of interior design into real estate?
Well, I think the breaking point for me was I had a client in Laguna Niguel, if anybody knows where that is, in California.
I just moved from there, so I know exactly.
Okay, so you know that you probably cashed out, right? And you don't even have a house payment, right? So you know what real estate is like over there. So I was working with a client that needed to move, and he lived in Laguna Niguel, so location was great, but his property, it had rose-colored tile everywhere, definitely needed an update. So I worked on his house for 6 months doing a remodel. And then this real estate agent came in and he did his listing presentation and he got the listing at about $1 million. And before 30 days was up, the house was sold. And I figured out what he made, right, and I figured out what I made. And I looked at how much time he put in and how much time I put in. And I said, I'm doing something wrong here. I had always in California, I was helping people merchandise their house. I worked for model home designers. And so I just said, I know how to do this and this is what I need to be doing. So I made the switch.
Were you living in California or were you?
Yes.
Okay. And then how did you get to Texas?
Well, I'm originally from here. My husband, I picked him up in California and we had 2 young kids and I just wanted to be back near family and let them have time with their grandparents growing up. And, it was just time for a switch. California was competitive and crowded and we just came here for opportunity and family. And I just decided to use that as a change of career time too.
Yeah. So tell us about your real estate practice and how that's grown.
Well, when I got here, my real estate agent that I used got me into the business, which was awesome. And she's still a great friend. And it was great to have a mentor to kind of see someone that you want to emulate. She's done very well. And I just followed a lot of the steps that she taught me. And I didn't know anybody. So I did work for an agency where I was mostly a buyer's agent and they gave me leads and I just hit the pavement. I mean, I was showing all the time and I did a lot of deals and I kept my clients and I kept in contact with them. And as I grew, the years went by, I started getting, a referral-based business, which is phenomenal, what we all want. And that's when I decided to come over to JP Associates REALTORS and that became a better fit for me as I grew.
Right. So what was the key to keeping and serving your clients? Why did they stay with you?
I think they stay with me because I really focus on 2 things. One is building a relationship. I want them to trust me. I want to walk through the process with them. And sometimes I feel their emotions. It's an emotional process buying a house. Things can go wrong in contracts and escrows. And you have to walk them through that. And for them to know that you're really there with them, that you're not just trying to get a check at the end of it is important. And then also just educating them all through the process from, luckily being an interior designer, I was able to tell them a lot of things about a home when I walk in. I know what those materials are. I know what they cost. I know construction. My dad was a builder. So I have a lot of that in my background. And I think that makes them say, hey, she really knows her stuff. And then I build more of a relationship with them. And that's really what I focus on with my clients.
Yeah, that's awesome. I heard a lot of servant leadership in what you just said. So serving your clients was key. Tell us a little bit about your routines and your disciplines. What are the daily disciplines or routines that have led to your success?
You know what? I could even kind of show you something. I am a person that still likes to write things down. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. You probably can't see it, but there's tons of stuff and a mess on my calendar.
Yeah, we can see it.
Every Sunday, I sit down and I write out my week. I want a full week. If I don't, then that means I need to be prospecting or, you know, doing some more marketing.
Right.
So I really lay out my week and I make sure that I'm doing income producing activities, doing something for maybe that I needed to finish last week that I didn't, or something I need to do today, tomorrow, and stuff to help me plan for my goals in the future. So I really just write it all down. I make sure that I have a full calendar, and I love checking things off, marking things off, and I circle stuff that I did not get done for the day and put it on the next day.
Cool. So it gives you a sense of accomplishment, and I love to see that you're using a paper. You know, there's no wrong way, whether it's an app, you know, on the phone or a piece of paper, there's really no wrong way. So what works for you is the paper, the Sunday night planning session, and laying out your week with key outcomes.
Exactly. I've been doing that since college and it worked then. So I say, hey, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's working for you. So congratulations on your success. Thanks for sharing with our audience today, and appreciate you coming to join us.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Have a great day.
Great. And we will see you on an episode of Success from Scratch real soon.